goodness, anybody that has never blown a combine off in 90-degree with humidity doesn't know what they're missing. It's just great. Oh my God, it's miserable. Anyway, she's blown off. I'm gonna pour her back in the shop because I don't know if you can see or not. We have some major storm clouds moving in. And I did get a couple drizzles on me. So any minute it should start raining. I thought they weren't talking about rain till, I think it's, what time is it actually? Come on, baby. It is 10 o'clock right now in the morning. I thought they weren't talking about rain until, look at them clouds, until like around 1:30. But we do got 2 airplanes just landed for that truck that just brought that hopper in with cover crop. And there's 2 load wagons back there for the airplanes. 2 of them just landed in, and they loaded them up, I mean, within minutes. And both of them were gone. But look at the storm clouds coming. My allergies will be horrible today. Always have. Normally I don't know why I don't do it when I get off work, but I guess when you're tired and it's late, you don't ever feel like blowing the combine off. You just want to get off and go home. So I definitely didn't want to do this tomorrow morning. If I was, oh, excuse me. There it goes, starting already. I definitely didn't want to do this tomorrow morning. Normally I do that for some dumb reason. I'll come up here and blow the combine off and then cut with this crap on me all day. So where it's a Sunday and we had gotten rain and they're calling for rain, we're not going to cut today. So I said, you know what? I told Miss Eastern Shore Farmer, she was doing some work anyway at the house. I said, I am going to go get that thing blown off and get a shower so I don't have to be dirty tomorrow morning or whatever day I start cutting. I do got a couple grease fittings I'm going to hit, but I'd rather do that in the shop in case it rains. I can do that anytime. If I don't do it today, I can hit it tomorrow morning. Normally I keep her pretty greased. Knock on wood, we haven't had too many problems with bearings on this thing. We have replaced some just over the years, but we keep up with the maintenance pretty good. Keep her greased. I know some of the fittings are 400, some of them are 100, some of them are 50. And I still hit them all, a couple pumps here and there to keep her good. And that seems to have done the trick. Watch, I have a bunch of bearings go out now. So the tailings chain, I had been having a problem with that. It came off a couple times. It was actually stretched. So yesterday Dad ran and got me a new tailings chain for the refresher. Let me put this up. I'll show you. I haven't put the covers back on yet, but this thing right here was totally stretched. And every time I would fire up the runner, it would, tailings would go off. The code, and then it would kick off. She'd get going good, but chain was totally stretched. So he went and got me new sprocket, it's like the octagon little thing that goes in there, and a new chain, got her all tightened up, and we haven't had a problem since then. So we always thought it was this chain. We replaced that chain, thought it was that chain that kept doing it. Well, couldn't find out it was that chain for the refresher. So we got her fixed and cut the rest of the day, not one single problem. So you just, you know, keep working at it. You'll find what really is screwing up on the combine. I'm not a John Deere mechanic. I couldn't just go pinpoint it, but I ended up doing it. You know, it took a little while, but I got it pinpointed and figured it out. And I did it for free, other than the parts, instead of paying $150 plus the drive time for them guys to come down here to do that. So that was good. It makes me happy when we can save money, because we can always put that money towards something else, even if it's $150. You know, it's a big deal. All right, I'm gonna get and pick up and probably go home and tell Miss Eastern Shore Farmer how much she loves me. See you. Good morning. It is Tuesday. We have had a couple light showers of rain come through the last 2 days. I was going to start cutting again yesterday. Then we got a lot of it went around us, but we did get some of it hit hit us. We haven't really got started. I know you've been watching us harvest corn, but we really haven't got started. This huge field right here is the one that I've just been picking at, other than a couple little fields over there that I did in a sandhill field on the back of another farm. But really, we're just getting started. I'm gonna cut the grass here at the farm today, and after I get that done, you know, it's hot, it's really hot today, then I'm gonna start. My brother, he's over cutting with the bush hog around a couple of them little fields that you watched me in the video of, the last video, cutting the corn. He's cutting around the edges of them, around the ditches. So I'm gonna start knocking this field out later today. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the little chore stuff done, cutting around the farm. But I will show you some wheat beans that we have here, right here by the house. We got 500 acres of wheat beans. So we'll see what they look like. I am planning on next year doing some experiments in wheat beans, because normally we can get right around 50 bushels, sometimes better, of wheat beans. So next year I'm gonna try a couple fields. You know, why can't I push in wheat beans to 60, 70, 80 bushels like we do our early beans? Because we do have a long growing season here. We plant 4.6s behind the wheat. So, and that's pretty much, we plant 4.6, 4.8s early. So we should be able to push them as much. So I'm gonna, once we plant them, they start coming up, I'm gonna start coating them with some sugar and try to get some more pods on them. And then when they get as tall as they are now, probably hit them with some manganese, a good dose of manganese next year. See if I can't get the beans bigger, you know, swell them up some. But here, we'll give you a look. And as you can see, there's tons of pods on them. Tons of pods on wheat beans all the way up. Still making some pods here at the top. But there's quite a few. If you look in there, there's quite a few pods on those beans. So looking pretty good. There's a better look at, I guess. Looking pretty good so far, and they're probably right here above my waist, bump on my belly, my 6-pack. That is the test well. Where's that? Right there. That's where the big well is going for the pivot, and it's going to cover all this, and then it's going to spin all the way around to the other side. I'll show you that. So pretty excited about that. Still getting all the paperwork done, but I think it's going to be like a 9-tier pivot or something. So that's going to be exciting. And it's going to swing all the way around back that way. And then we're going to plumb it in. So we have another pivot over here. And then we got power lines there, so we can't let the pivot go all the way around the same pivot. So we're going to plumb it in and have another pivot on that side. So it's going to be like a 12, I think the well is a 12-inch well or something. Because they say we got tons of water here. So that way we can run 3 pivots off of one well. Not simultaneously, we'll have to, once one does its cycle, we'll run another one. Kind of exciting. So, great, my brother filled the lawnmower up. But yeah, she's gonna be eating some corn here in a couple hours, as soon as I get done with this bad boy. It's a little bit too wet to cut grass, but I might as well get it done. So, who knows when it's going to dry out the grass. So I'll start knocking this crap out. Anyway, that's the plan for today, and remember to farm hard. Oh, and another thing, I had a hater on here telling me that he wished that I had shown more of the combine working than showing the yield monitor. Of course, the yield monitor is where it's at. You know, that's what you want to see when you hope your crops do good and you want to do good. I'm just showing you all the different brands of corn, the different type of ground, from good ground, clay ground, sand hills, what it does here on a decent year that we got rain. But a lot of people want to see farmers fail, especially other farmers. I've noticed other farmers just hate on other farmers doing good. They always want you to do horrible. So, you know, if I had 90 bushel corn, they'd be watching all day, excited, not say nothing. But being as I'm cutting 300 bushel corn, you know, everybody's got something to say. I can't sit in the combine and video the outside the combine running. It just doesn't work like that. I'm only one person. I can show you the header going, but how much do you want to see the corn going in the header? I try to show that some. But I'm happy. I'm proud. We did good this year. We had decent weather. The corn crop's good. You know, when you get in the tractor and the planter and you working all winter, you know, we got a new planter, and also I put the things on it that I thought that was going to help it, and it looks like it did a good job. So I'm watching the reward from doing all that work. You know, from taking care of the combine, getting it ready, the tractors, the planters, the sprayers when you come out here and you spray. So if you don't want to watch good yields, go to watch something else. You know, I can't help what I'm showing you. I'm proud that we did good this year. I hope it continues to get better. Even though I'm showing you good, I hope there's still better out there on the table in other fields. I'm excited when I cut the 2 farms that have vetch on it to see what the vetch does. You know, it might be the same as what I'm cutting now, you know, but it might be better. I'm excited. It might be worse, you know, but I'm going to show you when I get in there in the vetch. I'm going to show you if it's bad or if it's good, or if it's the same. You know, it might not have made any difference whatsoever, because it's hard to beat the field that I'm cutting now. I think the highest I've gotten was 444. And if you subtract 6, the combine is showing 6 bushels higher. Can't get it any closer. I probably could get it closer, but then you risk the factor of either going too low, or if you go too low, then you gotta play with it and get it back. So Deere said that's pretty damn close. You know, you can't get it perfect. So I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I'm just showing you guys. You guys choose to watch. I appreciate every subscriber and every person that watches my videos and is glad that we're doing good. There's a lot of you that give me praise, and I certainly appreciate it. But we're just, you know, regular farmers here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland in Worcester County. We're not out in Minnesota with 10,000 acres like them other boys are that are so popular. We're not in Illinois. We're not in Iowa. But I'll put my yields up against any of the guys that I see out in Illinois or Minnesota any day of the week. And it's really hard to grow corn here. Just the way we are right on the coast, the ground, everything. You know, we got 6 inches of topsoil. They got 6 feet of topsoil. You know, I'd like to take my practices and go out there and see what I could do with 6 feet of topsoil. So, you know, that's like Wesley says, One Lonely Farmer. It's hard to grow corn and beans where he's at because it's just a totally different area. And he's successful at it, you know. But I'm going to show you, continue to show you. If you want to watch, fine. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm proud. I'm happy. And I farm for us. You know, I don't farm for anybody else. I just choose to show you all what we're doing. So, you know, and I hope, it looks like the other farmers around here are going to have a really good bumper crop too. So, you know, if they don't have as high as we do, then I don't know, get better at it. If, you know, if they're higher than us, that means I need to go say, hey, what are you doing different than I'm not doing? Can you help me out? Can you tell me what you're doing so I can get, you know, higher yielding beans, higher yielding corn? You know, what's your practice versus my practice? This is what I'm doing. And I might help somebody out in the process. They might try something I'm trying, you know, so it is what it is. You always strive to do better. You know, I'm not happy out of that 444. So really it'd be 438 because the combine's showing 6. So 438, I guess, would be the highest that we got. And that's just spots. But the whole field's averaging right around 300. So that's with sand hills and everything. And I've showed you how sand hills kill your yield. And I'm hoping that the irrigation changes that. But yeah, I'm excited. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm going to cut grass now, and you'll see me on the combine in a little bit. So bye.
Brand new 8250 with a Foley 12 row.
Brand new 340 with a brand. You will one day. All this land y'all got. Does he like that big full top bin better than the other ones? She probably holds more.
Yeah, it does.
Especially with that damn 12 row. These are the rich farmers in the area right here.
Alright, I'm leaving.
That's a chopping cornhead too. Man, I like that. Oh, they got a new style globe on them. Remember you said them little white ones? She loads it quick too. Alright, so I'm back to cutting. So yield's still hanging in there. I think it's been 3 days. So still doing good. Like I said, this is Sea Consultant 1087 AM, 108 day corn. People don't want me to show you that, so here I'll show you this. Show you the combine. Pretty consistent. Running 3.9. I could speed the header up another notch and push through her 5, 6, 7 mile an hour. Just kind of want to handle it, but I don't want to. I just like getting it all, taking my time. again. I just cut my, I went one row in. I knew I couldn't make it, but I got an extra row over there from where I filled in a gap with the planter, so I was trying to go the 16 that I did, because I wasn't sure which number that was, because there's some point rows at the end. So I just found where I didn't come in straight. I really like to get the drone up and take some drone video cutting, but I haven't quite mastered it yet. But I do know a girl that does it, so I might get her out here and do some drone video. I think that would be neat for everybody to see. I just got to get up with her, and I know her daughter does it. See if her daughter is interested in doing it for me. That would be really cool. Really cool. I actually drove down and then worked my way back up because I knew I couldn't make it down, and all the trucks are up here. My brother, he went to lunch before he gets a load, so that's what I did. If I had a green card, I wouldn't have to do that, but we don't have a green card. Nope, I'm gonna be short, but I think I got an opening right there I can sneak out of if I can make it to it. I snuck out. That was good. I didn't have to run over any corn.